Oh, yeah! All right, everybody, I am Damian Andrews, and welcome back to Part 3 of the first round of the Super 32 tournament presented to you by the MVWF. And folks, if this episode is going to be anything like the last two, it's going to be a barn burner. Our show is going to open with local talent facing Walker, who, by the way, is going to be accompanied by the mysterious man we saw earlier today, Wildcard. And then the biggest coup in professional wrestling today, it is the MVWF that has signed CM Punk's return officially to professional wrestling, beating out the WWE, beating out AEW. If you want to see CM Punk this year, you've got to come to the MVWF, and tonight he's in the tournament to face VWA legend King Slender, who has let the word out that he is bringing former friend in real life Colt Cabana to ringside with him for his match. It doesn't get any shittier than that. And what could be one of the big dark horse matches of the tournament, perennial underdog, the Destroyer Nick Jackson, who, by the way, was just one half of the World Tag Team Champions, is going to be accompanied by Kyle Empire with him to the ring to face Arn Patrick, standout in the Royal Rumble and batting 500 at the moment, but Arn Patrick has a lot to make up for because it looked like he might have had some of his momentum broken after suffering a couple of serious losses, and now the Jackson boys find themselves kind of on the back burner right now because of this tournament in their pursuit of trying to regain the MVWF Tag Team titles, which they lost in the biggest main event at the 20th anniversary show in that four-man team riot match that tore the house down. And, of course, in our main event, a black-wearing AJ the Giant will be going one-on-one with Whiteside, who's been clamoring for a rematch with the Giant since he got upended by the Giant last year. And this is his chance for revenge, where we find ourselves in something of a similar situation to the main event of the last event earlier today between Crawford and Ron Supreme, where the aged veteran is coming after the new generation after suffering a serious loss. And he is so motivated right now that there's been a lot of speculation that perhaps maybe Whiteside might be the favorite in this match. Well, folks, you got to give it up for little bitch ass and the Skinny Wolf tearing the house down. In that match earlier today, we are still at the Rosemont in Illinois. I am still Damian Andrews, and I am still free from the Shadow King since being excommunicated from the League of Shadows. And boy, what a tournament this has been so far, folks. You got to give it up for Eddie Stank and AJ the Giant for putting this tournament together after the suspension by Brandon Bones for PEDs. Of course, Brandon Bones attacked the Shadow King earlier today after over Jimmy Controversy and was assisted by that man you see on the far right, Wildcard. Local talent has scored some upset victories this year. Walker winless so far in the MVWF, and spoke with him earlier this week about his career, where there's a lot on the line for him. Being eliminated in the first round of this tournament against a guy he's got nothing but advantage as far as attribute points go. We'll see what he's able to do. Being set up apparently with, well, he's wearing a different mask now, but Wildcard over there going to accompany him to ringside, perhaps to give him some advice and lead him to victory. That's right, tonight CM Punk returns to professional wrestling. The cream of the crop. A couple of chops, well, a variety of shots actually from local talent, now some kicks. And Wildcard trying to hold it, look at it, he's losing his mind already. clothesline out by Walker right there. Oh, but way off the mark with that kick. Fired into the corner of the big man. Chop to the chest, but blocks the right hand. He's going to use that power. Oh, and chops him even harder. Payback, motherfucker. And here's some more payback as he goes shoulder first into the ring post between the turnbuckles. Oh man, look at that ripcord neck breaker. Takes him down. And everyone's the same size when they're on the ground. Or in fact, right now, local talent is actually bigger than Walker when he's standing and Walker's on the ground. And look at that right there. With him not able to plant his feet, local talent connects with the heavy-duty blow. Hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count. And referee Peter Snarsky in the all black is your official here for tonight's events. And now Walker needs to do something here, but the experience edge that local talent has coming to the forefront. Fired into the corner now. Local talent follows up with a running forearm, and it sends Walker right down on his face. Got a second cover of the match, and this time he gets a 1 count. As you can see, local talent, inch by inch, is getting closer to defeating Walker. Oh, look at this handspring. Local talent feeling strong. And stomps him in the spine and drops a knee to the face. Oh, man, page turner. Local talent all over Walker here. He is in trouble. Perhaps a bit of a question there by local talent's stamina as he struggles to get himself over the top rope. He looks winded. Top rope, 450 splash. He gets the knee up. It took too long, taking too much of a high risk. Left-sided DDT, much like we see out of the World's Heavyweight Champion. And of course, if you're going to emulate somebody, might as well emulate the champ. And he got him. The DDT gets it 1, and Walker wins his first match. Apparently knocked him out, man. Emulating the champion, I guess, can really work out for you if you do it right. But I gotta say, I mean, that was a bit of a come from behind, a lucky shot perhaps. Drove him down for that DDT and knocked out local talent. Right there, the 450 splash made all the difference in the world. That might have been what really won this match right there. Just the sheer disappointment, the wind taken out of him, vulnerable to the DDT. Walker covers him and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Walker.
Your winner, Kyle Walker. Known only as Walker. Haha. Well, you think he'd look a little happier. Yeah, all right, you broke him. Good job. Keep winning, fella. That's all you got to do. Oh, and by the way, I mean, I'm going to say that perhaps maybe this might be the one disagreement that I've had with the booking of these events is putting on CM Punk versus King Slender in the second match on the show with Nick Jackson and, well, his match coming later just because of Nick Jackson being in it. I mean, Arn Patrick's an up-and-coming wrestler and stuff. Those guys probably should have been in the opening match. But, hey, you know what? I mean, I'm Damon Andrews, and I'm not in control, and Brandon Bones might have done something differently than that, or maybe he might have done what I would have suggested. But I'll tell you what, my guess is he would have put CM Punk and King Slender later in if not the main event. But that just goes to show you that this is not a Brandon Bones event at all. And here he comes. CM Punk's in the ring. He's in the ring, and Colt Cabana is at ringside. Kick to the midsection. Oof, man. Slender looks like he needs to get in the tanning booth. And a nice bulldog by CM Punk. Yeah, look at him just staring down with this. Like you pull this shit with Colt Cabana out there, the two former friends. So much bad blood between them right now. Pancake Slender down. Of course, originally the idea was to have Mickey Gall go out there with King Slender, but couldn't find a Mickey Gall on the Community Creations. Oh, man, look at that. Pump handle neck breaker over the knee. King Slender trying to break his neck, and Punk kicks out at one, surprisingly. And the high knee, and follows up with a second bulldog on Slender. And man, Slender got devastated with that bulldog. Turns him over. Punk going for a quick cover. Perhaps we'll see what Slender still has in the tank. Doesn't look to be in as good a shape as I had him in the few appearances he made last year during season 1 in the knee drop. As Punk looked like he fucking drove it in a little tighter at the end, and a fist drop. Kick to the spine, into the neck. Oh, Punk's headbutt attempt eats an elbow. And a sliding leg sweep right there took Punk down. Up in the air, Slender got him up. The crucifix bumps. Oh my God, into the corner. Slender showing a mean streak here from his golly gee good guy baby face from back in the 80s. Clothesline in the corner. Punk showing some ring rust here. Oh, look at that. Slender drops the leg, the deli cutter on CM Punk. And he's returned to professional wrestling to take a beating. And look at this. Well, look at Slender. Wow, putting his moves together. Handspring moonsault, and Punk kicks out still at 1. Referee Peter Snarski. And now in the aluminum stretcher. Punk doesn't want to stay in this for too long. And finally, Punk putting together a sit-out jawbreaker. And he's looking for perhaps to maybe make up the gap here for being behind in points to the top rope. Setting up for the Macho Man elbow. Cover him. 1, 2, and Slender kicks out at a long 2. And Punk now poised. Beckoning Slender to get to his feet. He's up to a knee. Gonna get underneath him for the GTS. No, Slender counters out. DDT, and Cabana's ecstatic. Punk has been he's way behind in points right now. He needs to start doing some damage, and a snap suplex will get him started. Oh, that kick broke him down. Fired into the corner, and another high knee, and falls off, and another devastating bulldog, the third of the match. Punk making his comeback. Goes to the cover. I think he's just dipping his toe in the water here, and Slender kicks out at 1. Oh, man, those stiff kicks to the spine. Nice strikes. Punk with the short arm clothesline. Got him by the hair. Face first to the turnbuckle. Punk now sets him up. Tornado DDT. Now he's looks like he's shaking it off. 1, 2 count, and again Slender kicks out. And well, he's taking it. Anaconda Vice. Punk looking for the submission, and Slender desperately trying to get himself free with the knees to the back of the head. Oh, here it comes. VWA pile driver. Man, he bounced off his head. Punk was destroyed by that. And Slender might be, single leg takedown. Punk showing some life. Nothing on that stomp. And there, that one connects. Stomped him in the ass, and now Punk gonna try and take away his vertical base. Stretching those hamstrings. Cabana's not celebrating now. And for a second attempt at the GTS, Punk up in there, delivers the knee. Go to sleep. Pulls him away from the ropes, covers him. 1, 2, 3. And CM Punk wins in obstinate fashion right in front of Cabana, and there was the Macho Man elbow right to the heart of King Slender, who thought he was going to play some mind games by having Colt Cabana come out with his entourage. He dodged the first attempt at the GTS. Slender still got something in the tank, but he got cut off with that tornado DDT. Slender kicked out of that. And the Anaconda also seemed like a dead end for Punk. But the GTS, the second attempt, got it done. Returning to winning after doing nothing but losing in mixed martial arts. CM Punk doing what he was born to do. Congratulations, Punk. Welcome to the MVWF, and you've advanced to the second round. And look at him, you see sticking it right to Cabana right there. Well, he was off to a rough start, but Punk recovered. Two guys with so much to prove in this tournament. Arn Patrick, though, won his first couple of matches. Had an impressive showing, throwing out the current tag team champions all by himself during the Royal Rumble. The Destroyer, Nick Jackson, has had quite the story this year as the Jackson Boys' rivalry with the Kingdom of Nightmares was pushed from the bottom of the card to the main event at the 20th anniversary show. But the quality and the heat all that was all on their feud, really validating the tag team division this year in a way that didn't really seem to quite happen considering how dominant the Victory Dojo was. But that being said, Nick Jackson has been under the tutelage of his brother Kyle Empire's Tough Love. And it has exhibited some pretty good results so far, leading them to the tag team champions. But this is kind of a pick-em between these two. I have no idea who you would call the favorite. Oh, man, it opens up with a Michinoku driver. Arn Patrick, just an old-school ass kicker. He likes to hit and hit hard, and they are up against the ropes. Come on, referee, break it up. And we get a clean break. Calling elbow tie-up. Side headlock. Takes him down. Jackson throws the shot in. And they are looking to establish some dominance and a clothesline in the corner. Arn Patrick, deceptively powerful out there. And that slingshot powerbomb slams the Destroyer to the mat. Not even a 1 count. A lot of rumors that the winner of this tournament is going to get the main event at Match Mania. We shall see. Into the corner. And there's some payback with a clothesline in the corner. And that's been a common theme through the Jackson Boys' feuds with the Kingdom, considering, you know, they like to do this one-upsmanship game where they're constantly using each other's moves or distracting each other or doing some of these underhanded tactics to kind of pull the rug out from one another. And it's a psychological tactic. Oh, big stomp to the chest. But I got to say that the roughhouse style of Arn Patrick is kind of hard to emulate. Nick the Destroyer Jackson, he's much more of a technical wrestler. Fly by the seat of his pants, catch as catch can. And there's nothing to catch right there but a mouthful of mat when you're driven face first in the headlock DDT. Rotating into the neck breaker. And now Arn Patrick follows up by just cranking on it. He's picked a body part and he's working it over. And after eating some mat, now he's having turnbuckle dessert. Oh, clotheslined his fucking head off. And a cravat DDT, 1, 2, and Nick kicks out. Give it up to the Destroyer, Nick Jackson, for kicking out of that onslaught. And now, Arn Patrick to the top rope. Big splash, doesn't connect with anything but knees. Gonna try and take advantage? No, blocks the powerbomb attempt. Didn't have him hurt enough. Gonna go for it. And how about that? Nick Jackson mirroring Arn Patrick's neckbreaker from earlier. Oh, he's thinking his favorite move. The suplex to the outside. To the top and all the way down. You got to know that that's Kyle Empire telling him to do that. And this crowd loving this fight between these two as a high cross body as Arn Patrick explodes into a fury. Feeding off the energy of this crowd. Oh, went for the cravat. DDT or a cutter, no matter what you want to call it. Big boot in the corner. Arn Patrick is devastating. Nick Jackson is taking a pounding. And he's taken down with that cravat DDT. And now he might be going for that splash yet again. And this time he connects full force. Yes, that's it. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Nick Jackson kicked out. This match is awesome. But Nick Jackson is just out there being destroyed. Clotheslines him out of his shoes. Referee out of position. 1, 2. No, he kicked out again. Wow. Nick Jackson staggering to his feet. And again he takes his head off. Will he stay down? 1, 2, 3, and he finally does. Jesus Christ. Nick Jackson refused to stay down. What a beating he took. How many times did he kick out? I mean, god damn. But Art Patrick, dominant here. Kicked out, wow.
Here is your winner, Arn Patrick.
Arn Patrick's your winner. He's going to the second round. Congratulations, man. I am stunned. And now it's about time for our main event. Gotta tell you, AJ the Giant is on record as saying he has a lot of anxiety about this match. Might side, he's so motivated to want to get revenge. And let's get it going. The Battle of the Big Men. This one is gonna hurt. And look at AJ just picks him right up and slams the big man, showing him who the giant in the MVWF really is. Oh man, look at, yep, they're slugging it out. Big ass boot. How about that? Brutal. But notice that AJ's wearing the black colors again. He's been hanging out with Crawford, who's been a dastardly piece of shit lately. And a snap suplex showing that he's strong enough to throw a man the size of AJ around like that. Into the corner. Clothesline into the back of the neck. And just driving those stomps into him. Trying to dominate. If Whiteside can keep the Giant down, he can win this thing in a clothesline. Wow! AJ just taking all that punishment, all those stomps. And look at him just picking him up by his ears. Up in the air. Oh! They are just roughhousing out there. And now the big boot right under the chin of the Whiteside. Laying the stomps in again under the chin. Using his weight. Using his size. I mean, it's just as good a strategy for AJ to keep Whiteside on his back than it is vice versa. No matter how big you are, you know, when you're bigger, actually, the more likely you are to rely on being in your vertical base. Oh, look at that! Oh, threw him up in the air! And Whiteside has to bail out. And here comes the Giant right after him. He is flirting with the dark side yet again. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, AJ, not too much power on that one. Gut shot. Oh, man, a down punch. Up on the shoulders yet again. And drops him. on the edge of the apron. Look at this crowd. Gut shot again. Catches the kick. Duck underneath. Clothesline doesn't knock him down. And Whiteside was stunned. He thought he had all his power behind that and eats a giant knee. And the referee had an 8 count. Oh, AJ couldn't get that going. Whatever that was going to be, he was surprised. Oh! Counter move. Whiteside having to actually rely on some speed right there to sneak that knee in on the inside, and another Beal, barely that in the left hand, decks him. Knocks the bottom out. And the Giant calling for the Giant elbow, and Whiteside bails out. Right hand, turns him around. Oh, redirected into the corner. Avalanche in the corner. And the Giant now going to try and perhaps catch his breath a little bit. This pace here for these two guys, this match is not going to go long if they keep this up like that. And speaking of elbow shots, clothesline by the Whiteside. Now he's just mocking the Giant. He says he's got a Granite State elbow of his own. Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Man, a series of them. Elbow in the corner. Uppercut. And now off the ropes, Whiteside throws a drop kick. How about that? Look at that. Oh, nice counter move. AJ with a reverse in midair, catching him with the DDT and an arm drag. Look at these two trying to fight like cruiserweights. Spine buster. May have whiplashed his head on the bottom rope, and Whiteside preparing for the scissor fight slam. Yes! Drives him to the mat, cover him. 1, 2, and AJ the Giant gets the right shoulder up. And he's not moving. Referee Peter Snarski came within an eyelash of counting 3. And an arm wrencher, the Giant trying to get some kind of semblance of control, and again, Whiteside starting to overwhelm him as he's tied up in the ropes. And now that move, stretching the hamstring muscles, cramping the ankle, gonna try and slow the mobility of the Giant out. Man, a missile clothesline went right through him. And no one can hit a headbutt from the top today. And now the Giant has got the choke slam, but he broke free of the grip and came back with a headbutt as the Giant's in trouble. Scissor fight slam, he was poised, he was going for it. AJ saw it coming. The Giant now, exhausted, turns Whiteside around. What's he got in store for him here? Off the ropes. Big pound sends him out of his boots. Devastating. Plowed right through him. Took a long time to get to the cover though. Referee goes all the way around. 1, 2, Whiteside kicks out at 2. And there it is, Giant elbow! 1, 2, 3, no! That was 3! And the Giant calling for the elbow again! Into the corner. Oh, AJ changed his mind. Or at least I think the referee thought the referee was in his way. And now paying him back with the forearm shot. Oh, elbow. And an uppercut. And off the ropes. Drop kick by the Giant. And Whiteside is insulted. Right to his feet, and over the top rope goes the Giant. and the Whiteside talking trash. And they have spilled outside the ring for a second time. But not for long. Oh, AJ didn't get caught on the apron there. And again, AJ setting him up again, taking you inside the ring. Boom! Unbelievable! Devastated Whiteside. Cover that man, center of the ring. 1, 2, Whiteside kicks out even stronger. The Giant blocks the move. He was going for the bear hug. It's what he made Whiteside tap to before. Choke slam coming up. Counter move. Right hand. They're exhausted. Double leg takedown. Going for the sharpshooter. He's going for the sharpshooter. The Giant. He's right there in the ropes. And Whiteside is exhausted. Covers him. Covers him. 1, 2. God, the Giant kicks out. What a match. And he's poised. Scissor fight. Slam. Counter. Takes him down. And it's time. Giant elbow. 1, 2, 3. He beats Whiteside, and Whiteside just kicked out after 3. Too late. No, it's too late for you. Unbelievable. Look at that counter move right there by the Giant. AJ the Giant said that if he could beat Whiteside, there would be nothing to stop him in this tournament. Whiteside brought the main event thunder, the scissor fight slam, everything he had. But the Giant elbows connected. Whiteside survived the first one.
Winner, AJ the Giant.
And look at him, he's back wearing the dark colors, and he is on the winning path. Here in the main event. Perhaps we're seeing an arrogant streak. An unbelievable victory, an unbelievable match. Congratulations, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Of course you don't. Haven't said it yet. But AJ the Giant successfully defeating Whiteside. Whiteside, after all that politicking to try and get this match, finds himself on the losing end. And AJ and Key-Man Ryan Crawford have advanced in the tournament. Now we've got one more event in the first round. We'll be doing that sometime soon, hopefully during the week. Just keep your ear to the ground. And I mean, I'm not going to beg anybody to subscribe to the channel or anything like that, but if you don't want to miss any MVWF and you want some notifications, smash that button, bro. But I've been Damon Andrews, and this has been a tremendous day of wrestling for the MVWF, which once again I claim is the best in professional wrestling. And if you're watching anything else, you're wasting your time. Thank you, and good night.